Well, it is real. What's going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger. Ladies and gentlemen, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 is getting an update, 8 brand new suits, a bunch of interesting new fixes, and we're going to break it all down here in today's video. Of course, if you guys do enjoy today's video, please don't forget to leave a like. Thank you so very much for your continued support. And without further ado, as I always say, let's dive on in. So in typical Insomniac fashion, especially as of late, like I said during my It Is All Over video, yes, Insomniac just kind of beats to their own drum, I guess, or walks to their own beat, because honestly, it's just bizarre to me that we just had a State of Play, we just had a Summer Game Fest, and obviously about 48 hours later, suddenly Insomniac is like, hey, yo, by the way, guys, yo, we're dropping an update. It's going to be pretty big. We got 8 brand new suits for you. Like, it's so confusing as to why this wasn't part of the State of Play. I feel like people would have been pretty excited to see this in the State of Play, but regardless, that's a conversation for a whole nother time. What is the update? What is going to be included? What suits are included? And when will we be able to actually play? Well, if you remember, there were these rumors about a possible collaboration set of suits that would be dropping in collaboration with a famous designer as well as a bunch of other famous people. Well, it seems like those suits are now real and we'll be getting to play them on June 18th. So expect June 18th to be the drop for update number 1.003.000. Holy moly. Yes, for some reason, these updates have really bizarre names. So first, let's kick things off with the Metro suit, which is the first of 4 suits designed or co-designed by KidSuper. KidSuper is apparently a fashion designer, Colm Dillane. I don't know anything about fashion, so don't ask me if this person's famous, not famous, popular, not popular. You guys would probably know better than I would. But this person went ahead and created the Metro suit for Miles Morales, which will actually come along in several different suit styles, a red on black design, a classic Spidey design, and a teal on purple design. KidSuper not only partnered to make these suits, but he also worked closely with the special guests to design the suits that we're going to take a look at in just one moment. KidSuper himself did comment on the design, saying, the puffer design you often see in my KidSuper collections and the exclusive original colorway, we came up with designs that felt super original, like something that only we could pull off. Now, I'm going to give my 2 cents here on this particular suit. It's not bad looking. Like, to me, it's just kind of weird in terms of, like, it looks like something that you would see as part of like a winter outfit, but then you put on a Spider-Man mask over top of it. Not bad. I like to see the other color variants. Next up, we have the Ginga Suit, which is once again a suit designed by KidSuper, or sorry, co-designed by KidSuper, and this time the other guest designer is the Brazilian football player Vini Jr, who said the following about the inspiration and look behind this suit, saying, I wanted it to be a celebration of Brazil's culture and people. I just love the overall design because it has the energy and action that I associate Spider-Man with, but it's beautifully mixed with some Brazilian flair, which makes this suit super special and different from the others. Now, again, the design itself is not great in my opinion. It just feels a little busy as far as just the amount of colors that are all trying to clash together here and work. Fortunately enough, it will be coming along with several different recolors, so we will be getting a red on black recolor as well as a classic color scheme plus a gold on white recolor. But my hope is that maybe those are not quite as busy as far as the amount of colors that are present, and because of that, the design comes together a little bit nicer. But let me know what you think. Next up, we have all the way from a Formula 1 grid. It is the one and only Lando Norris, who gets to co-design a Spidey suit along with the KidSuper designer that we've been talking about throughout this video so far, and this is the Fluoro suit. This is a Peter Parker suit, and Lando Norris, just like the other co-designers, commented on the design, saying the main inspiration for the design was the feeling of speed. I also wanted to incorporate racing elements and materials like carbon along with my trademark fluoro color, which you can see throughout the suit. The carbon style effect on the suit is my favorite. Now, that is something that is obviously kind of difficult to spot through this one image that we got through the PlayStation blog, so I think that the attention to detail will be far easier to point out when we actually have the chance to dive into the game with this one. But I will also say I do kind of like the idea of turning the Spider-Man face mask into essentially a Formula One helmet. I think that's a clever play on, considering that this is a Formula One driver that gets to co-design this particular outfit. And finally, when it comes to the co-designed outfits, we have the co-design from Rina Sawayama. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I believe she's a singer, actress, model, and of course, once again, KidSuper. Now, Rina said the following about the design that she put together along with KidSuper. I really wanted to explore my love of fashion whilst making the suit, and what we ended up with, I think, encapsulates that. It's fun, practical, edgy, and chic. I personally love the metal detailings across the suit. It still feels like what I envision as a classic Spider-Man, but adds more of a rugged feel. It looks pretty heavy duty, like it would stand up well in combat. I suppose we're gonna have to put that to the test when the suit actually becomes available to us on June 18th. Oh, and of course, I did forget to point out this suit is a Peter Parker suit, and once again, like the other guest design suits, this will indeed have a couple of other color variants, including the classic color scheme, which I assume is probably most likely going to be a red and blue color scheme, then a black color scheme, and a gold one as well. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, those designs were okay, and I think that that's being generous, but I will say that the next 4 designs I am super excited to see return. So these are classic suits that appeared in the previous Marvel Spider-Man games, now being ported into Marvel's Spider-Man 2. So first and foremost, we have the one, the only Last Stand suit. This is, of course, going to be a Peter Parker suit, and they said the following about this particular suit, saying, donning a red leather jacket, the Last Stand suit is a highly requested fan favorite coming to Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Now updated with our suit styles, the Last Stand suit gets a more classic variant, full black, and an Arachno Man inspired yellow and green, which is really cool to hear. So the value of that suit just shot up with all those new suit styles. Next, we have the one that I am single-handedly most excited for without a shadow of doubt, and that is the Into the Spider-Verse Peter Parker redesign, which is of course inspired by Peter B. Parker's design in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The iconic look adds a Spider-Verse flair to Peter Parker's wardrobe, enabling the film style animation, of course, mode that is available in the game would then allow you to make this look even more authentic. However, they did not provide any sort of commentary on whether or not this would get any variant styles. I would love to see that be the case, but I'm going to guess that this is going to be a one and done. Now, on the topic of animated looks, we also do get the returning animated suit for Miles Morales as well, which has that really cool, unique cel-shaded element going for it. I really do like this suit as well. This is probably my second favorite out of the 8 that have been revealed here. Miles gets a little animated. We're adding Miles Morales' animated suit to Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and this suit is of course reminiscent of classic cartoons and comics of old. Once again, no information being given here about any sort of color variants, so I think that because of that, we can safely assume that this is also going to be a one and done, and you will only have this particular color variant available to you, even though I do think it would have been incredible if what they did here is kind of add a few different animated cartoon styles. So maybe make something that looks a little bit more like Japanese anime, then maybe go ahead and make something that looks like an old school, like Saturday morning cartoon. I think that would have been a really cool touch, but regardless, it's still really cool that we're getting this suit back in the game. And next up, last but certainly not least, we have the returning Uptown Pride suit, which, interestingly enough, unlike the last 2 suits that we've been talking about, this one will actually be getting a couple of suit style variants, including a silver trim over the, I guess, gold trim probably outfit. But then we have the black on red design, which I actually do think will look super duper sick. And we have the blue on pink variants. So those are the suits. We're getting 8 total costumes, 4 for each one of our Spider-Man. So of course, let me know down in the comment section below which of the designs is your personal favorite. Which one are you most looking forward to play as when the update drops? And of course, we still do have some other elements to discuss here in just one moment. But I do also want to take a moment and mention that, again, guys, even if you don't really like the suits, which I'm right there with you with some of the guest design suits, that is just not my aesthetic. I don't really have any sort of affinity for many of the designs that have been revealed here yet. But I will say that the nice thing is that, again, this is going to be a free update, which is super duper admirable, meaning that they're not asking you to go ahead and purchase these suits. If you don't like them, I feel like you just skip them, don't use them, maybe even skip the update altogether. But like I mentioned, that is not all. They did also say that the update will bring a bunch of stability fixes to the game, as well as addressing some of the player feedback that they've been hearing lately. Particularly, what they choose to point out is the ability to swap out the parry and traversal abilities from symbiote arms, or symbiote tentacles, I guess, to the spider arms, and vice versa, which is super duper exciting. That is something that a lot of people have been asking for. The ability to re-parry again with your spider arms will be returning with this update, number 1.003.000. Holy moly, can't it just be 1.003? Why we gotta have so many numbers? So there you have it. That is the big update releasing on June 18th for Marvel Spider-Man 2. I am certain that we will get more information about what else will be getting fixed and addressed with this update beyond just the parrying abilities and the traversal abilities. So I do look forward to breaking all of that down on June 18th. Hopefully I'll see you guys here then. In addition to that, of course, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to leave a like. That would be very, very much appreciated. And yes, I'm aware we still don't have information about a story DLC, which I know will probably make some people think, oh, well, it means that it is canceled. I don't think so. I feel like I make a very good case in this following video about why that is not going to happen. So check that video out right there. And of course, I will hopefully catch you guys here on the next one. Peace out. I'll see y'all later, alligators. Bye-bye, everybody.